Hey everyone, how are you all doing? I have not filmed a video for a very long time, so if I'm a little bit rusty, I apologize. So today I'm super excited. I have had a lot of people ask me what just an easy everyday makeup look is my go-to, and I thought I would show you today a super simple makeup look using some of my favorite products from LoveMy Makeup. You can get everything you want from LoveMy Makeup online. So they don't have any stores now, everything's online, which is super convenient actually. You can just click away and it's delivered to your door within a couple of days. So check them out, they're getting lots of new brands coming in, lots of new products, which is really exciting. So I will link it all down below so you can go straight to their website and have a look, but let's get straight into it. So the first thing I'm going to use is the LA Girl Pro Prep High Definition Smoothing Face Primer. So I've got nothing on my face at all this morning, obviously, besides my just morning skincare routine. So this is quite a like a silicone based primer, so you don't need to use too much. So with this primer, I focus it just where my pores need that extra help. So it's pretty much just my nose, along my cheeks here, a little bit on my forehead and on my chin. Then as well as that, I go in with the Rimmel Lasting Finish 8-Hour Wear Primer. So this one is a little bit more tacky, and I find this one helps foundations stay a lot longer through the day. So this one is a bit more of a tackier primer, and so with that slight tackiness, it just helps the primer just really stick and blend into your skin beautifully. So I've just got my mirror here, that's why I'm looking down this way. I'm hoping the lighting's okay. It is literally like thunderstorms today. And then what I like to do, this is personal preference, but I like to go in, this is my favorite setting spray. This is the Rimmel Insta Fix and Go. I like to set my primer. It's just like another little extra step that just helps everything stay all day long. And just give that a minute to let it soak in and dry into your skin before applying your foundation. So for foundation, this is what I wear to work every day. I'm a teacher, so it's a busy job and it lasts all day on my skin. This is the LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Long Wear Illuminating Foundation. That is a mouthful. So I use the shade Natural. And this is a really beautiful foundation. You can wear it really light into a very thin coverage, and so it looks very natural, or you can build it up for a little bit more of a high coverage finish, but it has the most beautiful sheen to it that it doesn't look cakey or heavy. So I like to use my beauty blender. So this is a damp sponge, and I just dot that all over. So I do have a little bit of fake tan on at the moment, so the natural colour works with my fake tan. I would definitely need a different shade if I wasn't tanned. And just make sure when you're doing your foundation that you start with the centre of your face, because you want the last lot of product around the outside, because that's where you do have a lot of finer hairs and obviously your hairline, so you don't want a lot of product going around the outside, especially if you're blonde. That's when you see it all. So once you've got that blended everywhere in the center of your face, then you can start going around the outer edge and just blending into that hairline. And always make sure you just come under your neck, it's around your chin, along your jawline. But it is just the most beautiful coverage, and it covers all the redness and everything's just even. I love it. I've used this foundation for years. It's been one of my favorites for a long time. So you can see just that lovely glow that it gives and just that lovely coverage. So some of my favorite concealers, I love the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline, the Rimmel Wake Me Up, and also the LA Girl Pro Conceal. So those are my three sort of go-to. So today I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is quite a high coverage, so you don't need a lot. So I just like to do 3 little dots like that. also down my nose, and then I just come up here as well. And then I am going to mix a little bit of the Wake Me Up as well. I'll put all my shades that I'm using, I'll put it all down below so you know what I've used. And then for my contour, I'm going to use also the Pro Conceal, but this is in the shade Cool Tan. I do also like to use the Insta Conceal and Contour by Rimmel, and also their contour stick. I've actually just run out of it, so those are my go-to. So I like to do a little bit along my forehead, like so. I do normally do a line under my jaw as well, but because I'm wearing a turtleneck, I don't want too much makeup underneath my jaw. And going in with the LA Girl brush number 108, I'm going to just buff that in. This is so easy to blend to, which makes everything much faster and quicker. So whatever excess I've got, I'm just going to run a little bit under my jaw, a little bit down the side of my nose too. And before I go in with my blush and highlight, I'm just going to set everything down that I've got so far. So I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Face High Definition Matte Pressed Powder, and this is in the shade Buff. So even though it's called matte, it isn't super matte, so I'm just going to use the LA Girl Brush 101. It's not like a super heavy matte powder, because I'm definitely more of a, I love my glowy skin look, and this to me it isn't too matte. Everyone's different. I don't fully set under my eyes. I used to, because it was what I saw everyone doing all the time. And for me, obviously, like this year I'm 32, so I'm a little bit older, and you know, there are little fine lines under my eyes. And if you are, obviously if you're younger, you haven't got the fine lines, you can set under your eyes and it will stay perfect all day. If you are a little bit older and you know, you're getting the lines, or you've got a bit more of a mature skin, if you don't set under your eyes, because the powder is what just sits into all those lines, and it can make things look worse and make you look older. So if you don't set under your eyes throughout the day, you can just gently dab under your eye like this, and it will just even out any creases or any of the product that has moved, and it looks flawless again. Whereas if you set it with the powder, you're stuck with it all day. So there's my little tip. And on my cheeks, I'm going to use a W7 product, and it is called the Cheek of It Blush in Perfect Pink. I know that looks scary, but it doesn't come out too bad. And this is the LA Girl 107 brush. So I'm just going to blend that in. And for highlighter, I love a good glow. I'm using the LA Girl Strobe Light Strobing Powder in the shade 90 Watt. This is one of my favorites. I also love Champagne Pop from Becca Cosmetics, the Jaclyn Hill one. The other favorite is the Master Chrome. It's a Maybelline metallic highlighter, and this one is more of a gold shade. So I definitely, I prefer the sort of gold tones, sort of champagne-y tones and pinky tones. And this is a Real Techniques brush. It's called a setting brush. I use it for highlighter. If you, also another little tip, if you are wanting your highlighter to be like extra intense, you can spray your brush with setting spray, so the brush is a little bit damp, and then you'll have an even more blinding highlighter look, if that's the look you're going for. And then with that on, I just take the brush tip, I put my powder on it and just blend that all together. You can do that. You can also use your damp beauty blender and blend that in as well, so whichever you like to do. And then before we start brows, I like to set my base once again. So for brows, I personally like using a brow pomade. I have to draw quite a bit of my eyebrow on, so I do need the help of a pomade. My favorite one that I've been using for quite a while now is the Covergirl brow pomade. I mean, you can see I like to use that. And this does come with a little brush at the top, but I don't particularly like it. I just use, I've had this for that long, there's not even a number or a brand on it anymore. It's just a generic angled brush. What I like to do is I draw my line along the bottom first. So I do this line, then I usually go from about midway, draw along the top and get my arch right, and then without getting any extra product, then I start blending it. And then, yeah, from about halfway, I create my arch, connect the tail, so the lines that I've already got there and what's left on my brush is now just what I blend. So I'm blending that line, just going up to fill the front of my brow. I just keep building up and up and up. So I still haven't added any more product yet. And then I just start connecting it all together. Then to set them down, I use, this is actually a little Arbonne. It's in the shade light medium, but any brow gel will work. I like to use one with a bit of color, but if you've already got dark brows, you might want to just use a clear gel. And this just helps everything stay put. It's just a little fluffy brush, and this is the Kylie palette, but you obviously don't have to use this. I just like, these are a lot of the tones that I like to use for just an everyday look, and I'm literally going to just use that. That's all we're going to use. So all I do, dip my brush in, and I literally just dust that all over my lid, and I bring it up slightly higher than my crease, like so. I do have some lash extensions on at the moment, so normally if I didn't have them on, I would obviously do a few coats of mascara as well. And I normally take, I love the LA Girl Glide Gel Liner in black, and I also love the Maybelline Tattoo Liner in dark brown. Those are my two favorite. Line my tight line and then do a few coats of mascara. Then I'm taking a smaller fluffy brush with the same color, and I'm just bringing that along my lower lash. So I will leave it like that. Sometimes I'll pop a little bit of gold shimmer or a bit of highlighter just in the mid lid. So just for my bottom lashes, I am going to put on a little bit of mascara, and this is the Rimmel Wonderfully Real Mascara. So I'm just going to use that along my lower lashes. Just to finish off my eyes, I'm going back in with the strobe powder, and I've got a tiny little fluffy brush there, and I'm just going to place that in my inner corner. And then also just a small amount just under my brow, just along that brow bone. And then just to finish everything, one last spritz. And I'm going to use, sorry, there's a lot of LA Girl products. This is the LA Girl Matte Lipstick in the shade Snuggle. So just a lovely nude shade. And that is my finished look. So it's super easy, super simple, and quick and easy just for work or just for the weekend. Just very simple. And my little tip for your everyday makeup look. If you're wanting something fast and quick, the main thing to get sorted is your base, because you don't have to go full on with your eyes. You could just put a little lip gloss on if you didn't feel like lipstick, but having that base done is what just sets everything for the day and just keeps you looking fresh and just, yeah, all put together. So that's my little look. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will link all the products that I've used down below. I will also let you know all the shades too. And yeah, if you have any questions, please ask. But I hope you have a beautiful week, and I hope this weather gets a little bit better for all of us. See you next time. Bye.